Hi and welcome to MTG Managed Crew, and this is another weekly episode of our Booster Draft Simulator. And yes, we will be again drafting our M14 core set. If you'd like to try this out yourself, do head over to the link in the description below and try it out yourself and see what cards you will pick out of these 3 packs. And so first off, we have Oath of the Ancient Wood. Whenever these or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And we'll be looking at our bombs, removals, and aggro creatures. So pretty much Warden of the Evil Owls and Hunts of the Night pack. Howl of the Night pack is our pick here. Charging Griffin is not a bad pick as well. It's a 2/2 flying, and whenever it attacks, you get +2/+0. Essence Scatter and stuff like that. So yeah, it's either between Charging Griffin or Warden of the Evil Owl, and I will pick Warden of the Evil Owl for this pack. And on to our next pack, and let's see what we have. So next, Waking the Ancient is a 4/4 for. It's a 7/7 for 4 mana, and it's a pretty powerful bomb in limited. It's essentially a 5th 7/7 creature with haste that is extremely annoying to deal with. Yep. And next pack we have our Pyromancer's Gauntlet with a red instant or sorcery spell you control. Deals damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +2. Yep, so pretty cool. Colonial Tusker is a good card as well. Disperse is it's like a soft removal. But for this pick, I will most likely go with Dragon's Egg 0/2 Defender. Whenever it dies, put a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying, and it has fire breathing. Yep, so Dragon Egg will be. And next on to our 4th pick, we have Molten Rebirth, Thunderstrike, Griffin Sentinel, our 1/3 flying with vigilance, and the rest is okay. Time App is pretty good. It's sort of a soft removal, and you get to delay your opponent by 1 turn. So pretty good pick, and I'll go with Time App. And on to our pick number 5. We have our Blightcaster, not a great card. Duress is good. Marauding Moorhorn is a good creature card, 5/3, and it attacks each combat if able, unless we control another creature called Advocate of the Beast, if I'm not wrong. But Force Breath is a really good card. You tap up to 2 creatures, and those creatures doesn't untap during their controller's next untap step. So basically a soft removal for us. And next we have our Guild Rider Sleevel. Other Sleevel gets flying. And we have our Mind Rod. Yeah, so for us, if we are not playing Sleevers, Guild Rider is not a good card at all. Mind Rod is pretty good in limited. Gaining card advantage is humongous in limited format, so I'll go with Mind Rod. And next, Stonehorn Chanter, a 4/4 creature for 6, and you can pay 6 to gain Vigilance and Lifelink. Not really my type of play. I will probably go with Duress for this card pool, or Disperse. Yep, the rest is not fantastic, so I'll go with Duress. Mind Rod again is a great card in limited format. And Coral Morphog is a good creature. Regaton Firecat is a pretty awesome creature card as well. So it's either the Firecat or Mind Rod for this pick. And I will probably go with Regaton Firecat since I've already picked Mind Rod in the last pick. And yeah, so the kitten it is. And we are back with our first pack that we've started with. And for this, I guess I'll go with Minotaur Abomination for our aggro. Not really much of a choice here. The rest of the cards are not really great. And now is pick number 10. Between Zephyr Charge and the rest of the cards, gaining flying is quite good in limited format. It's a really good evasion. Second best to being unblockable, And next, Ring Flash is sort of a removal, -3, -1. Seismic Storm is not bad. Letting your opponents not able to block is quite a good card, often a good finisher. And yeah, so we'll be going on to our next pack that we open, and Indestructibility is a super awesome card to begin with. Even though you are not playing white, you must pick that because it is really an annoying enchantment. And Doomblade as well is a very good removal card, although it's situational at times. So it's either between the failure Sea Kite or Doomblade, but I'll go with Doomblade being such an awesome removal. And next we have War of Frost, 0/7 defender with for 3 mana is a pretty annoying defender card to deal with. But there are other stuff in this card pool that I might go with, mainly the Griffin Sentinel and Nightwing Shade. Deciding between the War of Frost and the other cards, War of Frost, although a good card, but it doesn't gain you any advantage, so I probably will go with the Nightwing Shade, our 2/2 flyer for 5 mana and pumpable. Yep, and on to our pick 19. We have our Diabolic Tutor, it's basically a card search. We have our Air 7 4/3 flying. Pretty much a bomb. Deciding between that and Claustrophobia. Claustrophobia is a soft removal, basically removing any of their bombs. So between a removal and Air 7, I do not have much of a removal as of now, so I might go with Claustrophobia rather than Air 7. And yep, so basically just looking through my picks at whether how much removal or bombs I had, and I've went with Claustrophobia. And next pick we have our Illusionary Armor. The rest of the cards is not great. We have Undead Minotaur or Zephyr Charge, so I might just go with our aggro here or Zephyr Charge. And yep, I've picked Undead Minotaur. And next we have our Young Pyromancer, a pretty good card in Constructed, but not that much in limited format, as you have really no idea how much instant or sorcery you'll be picking up. But Death Gaze Cockatrice is looking pretty good here, our 2/2 flyer for 4 with Death Touch. So very annoying card to deal with, and I'll go with it. And next we have our Stronic Resonator. Super unplayable in limited or standard constructed, so I'll pass on that. And next is either between Archaeomancer, Duress, Cyclops Tyrant or Trollhide. Trollhide is a very good card, but we are not playing green, so it's not really a very good pick for us if we take Trollhide. So I might either go with maybe the Cyclops Tyrant or Archaeomancer. And yeah, Cyclops Tyrant it will be. And next we have Mark of the Vampire, a really good card. Gaining +2/+2 for your creature and having lifelink is very awesome. And most likely I'll just pick that. Yep. And next again we have our Young Pyro. And we have our Vial of Poison. Vial of Poison is good compared to Young Pyro, which might not get much value out of, since we have no idea whether we'll be casting much instant or sorcery. And yeah, next I'll just pick our Dark Favor. It gets you +3/+1 and you lose 1 life at this battlefield. Next, Vow Rebirth. You can exile a target creature card from a graveyard and put a 2/2 zombie for only 1 mana, so pretty interesting. Or Sensory Deprivation is basically a soft removal, making your creature -3/-0. And next, back to our pick between Diabolic Tutor and the rest of cards. I will pick Diabolic Tutor, and the rest are just feelers. And on to our pack number 3 to open up. And we have our Water Servant, 3/4 for 4 and pumpable both sides, which is pretty awesome. Caster Sliver. It's a very awesome card if you pick Sliver from the start, and again for M14, Slivers are making a comeback. And so if you like to draft Slivers in M14, it's pretty much a good choice if you do it from the start. And yeah, but I'll pick Water Servant for us. And yeah, again, Battle Sliver coming up again. Sliver's creature you control gets +2/+0. So if we started out with Slivers, it is a very good pick for us. And so I'm looking through my pick, see whether there are any Slivers in my pick. Obviously there are none, so I'll just pass the Battle Sliver to my opponent. And next, the Briar Pack Alpha is a very awesome card as well. It's either between that or Claustrophobia, and I will go with Claustrophobia. And on to our next pick, we have our Fin Slayer Paladin. Is a very good card that have been passed to us. Although we've not been playing white or picking white, I think we should take it away from our opponent, since the rest of the cards are not that useful. And yeah, next pick, Dark Prophecy, not that good. Dragon Hatchling is not very good as well. Nephilia Seakai is the best pick here, 2/3 for 4 mana with Flash. Yeah, so a very flexible card for us. And next we have Dragon's Egg, Glimpse on the Future, and pretty much that's about it. I'm looking through my picks again to see what cards work in synergy with our pick. I'm deciding between more creature or card draw, so I guess I have quite some creatures and cards ready, so a card draw like Glimpse in the Future might be good for us. Yep. And next again we see our Stonehorn Chanter and Mind Rod and Spell Blast. Spell Blast is a okay sort of a counter, but not that useful in many situations, so I might go with Mind Rod instead of Spell Blast, as Mind Rod is just a plain card advantage against your opponent. So pretty good card. And again, Stonehorn Chanter is not what we really want to pick here. We're not playing white, so Mind Rod I think should be the pick. And again, I'm looking through my picks and seeing how many Mind Rods I've picked already. So it seems that there's only one, and a second Mind Rod would not hurt, I think. So yeah, I'll be picking Mind Rod. And next, on to our pick 37s, we'll be taking either Nightwing Shade. Yup, Nightwing Shade. And next, Duress is a good card. Academy Rider is okay. A Grim Return is not a bad card as well, but it's very situational. So between that, I think we'll need either more aggro cards, creatures, or some very good spell. And again, I'll be looking through my picks for all the past packs and counting the number of creatures that I have, and to decide whether I need a spell like Grim Return or maybe slightly more creatures for the draft. And yup, I guess we don't really have much creatures from all our picks, so I might be going with either Merfolk Spy or Academy Rider. And yeah, Merfolk Spy 1-drop is pretty good, and I might pick another one just for the 1-drop. And the rest of the cards is just not very good. I think Festering Nuke might be the best choice now. It's basically a 2/2 for 1 mana. And next, yep, Undead Minotaur for more aggro cards, Vow Rebirth, Cyclops Tyrant, and finally getting back our Spell Blast. And yeah, so that's our pick for this week's Booster Draft Simulator. Let us know what you'll be drafting down in the comments below. If you'd like to try this out again, head on over to the link in the description. And that's it for this episode. I hope you like to support the channel. Please do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.